Hi friends, this is Terry from Kigaroo Tarot, and I thought today I would tell you an angel story. Um, I have seen angels kind of all my life. Probably, I would be willing to bet that you see angels at least once a week. You just don't know it because they don't want you to know it. Angels can appear as humans and through other ways. They aren't tied to male and female roles, so you may see an angel that's in our estimation as male, but they may appear female. They, they don't necessarily choose a gender. Um, so this happened when I was 20 years old. So when I was 19, I started beauty school. I started beauty school because I come from a long dynasty of hairdressers, and my father used to own the beauty school before he sold it. And in the contract, he said that all of his children got to go to beauty school free. So I decided to go to beauty school, even though I didn't love hair. It turned out I was good at it, but I didn't think I would like it. One of the things, though, that I was terrified of is actually talking to people. I have two learning disabilities, and both of them do kind of cause problems with communications. And at age 20, I didn't have a lot of experience yet talking to people, so it would have been very hard to do even this. So for the first 6 weeks of beauty school, you work on a mannequin, and you work on your friends, and you work on the other students to get to know somebody. But by 6 weeks, then you got to have a real customer. So my first real customer was coming up, and I was scared, really scared, um, because I really couldn't communicate well. I was so afraid. What was I going to talk about? What was I going to do? How is this all going to go? And I really was quite worried about it. And so the day came, and I went up front because they make the newbies do hair at the back where nobody can see if things go wrong. And got my client, and she was this cute little old lady. She was so cute. She was so nice. Hang on just a second. And my dog. Last time. Okay, so now the dog will leave me alone. And so I took her back and did her hair, and we talked and talked and talked and talked. It was so easy to talk to her. She was so much fun. She was just amazing. And I thought, and I didn't have any worries. And she said some things that I think anyone else would have had some red flags go up, but it didn't put red flags up for me. She said, "It was so fun watching you grow up. You and your brothers and sisters did so many fun things. You guys were so adventurous, and it was really a joy to watch you guys." Now, that didn't bother me at all because, like I said, I'm from a hairdressing dynasty. Every little old lady where I lived in my small town saw me grow up and said the very same things. So it didn't, no light bulbs went off, nothing went off. After I got her hair done, and I did a pretty decent job for the first time. I took her up front, she paid, and then I thanked her for being my first client. And we had a set of glass double doors, and she went out the double door, and she turned left. And immediately to the left, or the right of the building if you're facing it, there's a parking lot, a small parking lot. And just as she's going out the doors and she's turning the corner, I can see just the little corner of her coat flapping by. And somehow this knowing came over me, and I realized she's an angel. God sent an angel. And I rushed out the door. Almost no time had gone by. I rushed out the door, and she was nowhere to be seen. There were only 2 cars in the parking lot. I even went around the cars like an angel's gonna hide behind a car. Really, that's ridiculous. And I went to the corner and looked down the street. I looked the other street. I looked every way possible that a little old lady could walk home, or and she wasn't there. And obviously, I mean, no seconds went by. She couldn't have driven off. Even if she had a driver, it wouldn't have been in time. And I just realized God sent an angel to be my first customer so that I could be calm and feel better about talking and doing somebody's hair. So I was so delighted about that. And I treasured that knowledge for 30 years. So it was cool. And then I got the rest of the story. So let's see, a couple months ago, I was taking Medium Kim and Susan Lynn Psychic Mediums class to become a medium. And it was a really great class. If you have any indication that you think you're like that, you should take the class. They're fabulous classes, fabulous people. And it was like the second class, and what they do is they kind of pray you in, help you meditate and get into the right sphere. And on that day, Susan, I don't remember, Susan or Kim, said, let's invite the angel Gabriel into our hearts this time, because the angel Gabriel is the angel of communication. Remember, he's the one that blew his horn to, direct people what to do and all that kind of stuff. And so I'm like, oh, cool. I asked just like everybody else, but I kind of really did some more inner, kind of like, yeah, Gabriel, come on, And so I did 2 readings, and they were really great readings. I felt like, that I did better. And so as we were closing out, and they kind of pray you back out again, and I wasn't paying attention. I wasn't paying attention because I was busy trying to kind of look into my heart more and thank the angel Gabriel for really helping me do these readings, because it was very, very strong. And just as I was saying that and looking deep inside, kind of, the picture of my first customer, her face just popped up in my head, my angel. And I'm like, oh, wow, why, kind of thinking, why is she here? And I didn't have to tell myself the whole story. I already knew the story, but I'm like, wow, okay. And then suddenly, another head pops up, and it's Gabriel. He does look male in this one, and he looks at me, and he said, and he then made this movement too. He's like, and he kind of motions at her with his face a little bit with his hand, like, as I'm thanking him, I'm like, oh, Gabriel, thank you, and he's like, yeah, but you and I already know each other, and then motions at her, and I realized, I did Gabriel's hair. So I got the rest of the story later. I did Gabriel's hair. That is so cool. So cool. And it made me feel good, and it helped my career a lot. It helped me become calm. Now he helps me communicate better, and I can do a lot more mediumship readings because of that. And it's really cool. So thank you for listening to my angel story today. And I'm going to do a reading for the week, and it'll be in the next video because I don't know how to connect them yet. But I'm going to learn. Okay, bye.